These investment advice that I'll be dropping today are what has literally changed my life. They've given me one of my best results as far as an investor can go. Strategy is everything. I have used these tips for years and I can literally tell you that they have changed my life. I actually used recently these strategies to grow a $50 account to over $230, and I'm going to move that particular account to $1,000, still using these strategies, and we use it in our community. So today I'm going to share with you this powerful and brutally honest stock investment advice that will change your mind. I have made some mistakes, I learned from them, and now social stock market is my friend, and because of that I want to make sure that I give you this life-changing tips. So I'm going to share them for free because this 2025 we are building wealth one step at a time with this life-changing strategy. So this is what I want you to do. Watch this video to the end, take it, copy it, adapt it, and use them to make some money. All I'm asking is just stick around and watch this video to the end. But first, let's talk about some beautiful feedbacks. Can you see this? Please help me and read. Help me and read this. This is for people who have joined. And remember, we just started 4.0 VIP community 4.0. Look at what she says. The knowledge and confidence I gained was worth the money. Thanks a whole bunch to the stock buddy. She says, Coach Julia has helped me with her practical examples and given me more understanding, clarity with respect to savings and investing. This program is worth more. Thanks, Coach Julia. So I want you to also be a part of this community. Join the 4.0. All I'm asking is simple. Please like, drop a comment, subscribe. If there is any point that made sense to you, can I even shock you? Number 12 is the main. If you hear that one, that one can give you everything. So make sure you watch till the end because I teach you how to make money. Just do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. My name is Julia and I'm a financial wealth educator. And on this channel, we make money together, not just me. So let's get into the 12 honest and brutally honest um advice that strategies that will help you to change your stock market money making game. Okay, let's go. The first one is that the stock market is not a scam. Of course, many people feel like that because they don't understand the stock market. But research shows that more than half of the individual investors that invest in the stock market think that stock market is manipulated, but it's not true. Stock market is a game. If you do not understand it, you would definitely think it's not a fair game. And sometimes it is. It's not fair because life is also not fair. But the truth is that life will always give you some rules. If you follow the rules, you are going to go far. I just want you to know that people invest with various guts, amount of money, knowledge, strategies, basing on so many decisions. So if you do not understand the stock market, you would never understand why some people are making it and you are still complaining. So don't see it as a scam. The stock market is the greatest stock machine of all times. So if you can learn how to play the rules of the game, you will be on your way to success. So that's the first investment advice that I'm going to give you. Don't think that stock market is a scam. Stock market is a money printing machine. There are so many ways to make money. You just don't know how to use this opportunity to make money for yourself. Let's get into the second one, which I see happen all the time, especially with the US stock market. Every time you get into the news, you're seeing some crazy headlines. Oh, market is about to crash. Oh, market is about to dump. So many information. Let me tell you something. The main street media is not your friend. Sometimes these people are paid to come and put this information. Sometimes they want to create panic so that people will quickly start selling their stocks. The moment you sell, the buyers who want to get those stocks at a very cheap price are available to hand over the money to you as you're selling. They give you money and they buy off your shares at a lower rate. So do not follow all the crazy headlines because you will make a lot of mistakes. So here is what I'm going to advise you to do. Get knowledge and then accept responsibilities. Your decisions are going to drive your results. So what I'll say to you is play within the rules. Play within the rules and join a community, because sometimes people want to make some crazy decisions and they chat me up and say, I saw this news, what do you think? And I tell them, no, nothing is going to happen. Hang on. This is what we're going to do. And that's how you beat the stock market game. So I'm going to tell you something else. You must understand it is mindset or nothing. 90% of investing is mindset. So just make sure you keep this information. It's going to help you a whole lot. Let's move on. Number three, you must understand the product and the services of a company. What do I mean by that? You must understand the intrinsic value before you invest. So you must understand the business of the company. Let's say, for instance, Amazon, they are what? They are into e-commerce. If you think of their big online space that is making shopping easy and available, you must understand. In fact, I'm going to give you something that changed my life about investing and picking stocks. I learned something very powerful. Invest in what you know what you own. Invest in what you know. So I know Amazon, I understand their business model. I want to have a piece of this company and I want to know what I own. What's my stake in this company? You must understand the product. If you want to invest in Nvidia, you need to understand what is Nvidia doing. So that is what you should keep in mind. Let's get to number four. Number four is mindset or nothing. See, stock market investing is 90% of your mindset. People will fail. People will constantly fail because they cannot control their emotions. People will constantly fail because they cannot control their emotion. My first class is usually about mindset. Why? Because you need to understand how to build your mind towards money. If you don't want to understand how people make money, you need to come from a place of the positive mindsets. A lot of us are thinking so many different things. By the time you go through the money mindset, it sort of reshapes and shifts you into a proper way to think, because your emotions are going to mess you up. That is why people will do panic selling for one singular reason: their mindset is working against them. So I hope this has taught you something very important. Let's go to number five. Number five. The best investments are boring. The best investments are boring. Some of the the stocks we bought that made us over 500%, we left them for a long time. We did not do anything. We did not sell them. We just left it to get to the price target. So let me give you if you keep checking your app every day, it will drive you crazy because you cannot manage the emotions. So you see your portfolio in red, you become depressed. And if you don't understand the market, you don't have enough knowledge, you may decide that, oh, this thing is not working, this is a scam. All those information begins to come. So making money from stock market can be easy and simple, but boring. So some of the times I love lazy money. Things that, like, there are some stocks I call them my boredom stocks. These stocks, I keep them. Whenever I see opportunity, I load up. I have a price target to sell them, or at least to sell half of my position. And if you don't understand it, sorry, you are going to constantly pay the price. So stock investing can be boring, but can be highly rewarding. Take that to the bank. The next one is volatility. Hey, volatility is not your mate. Volatility, can you see this? I just put it up: red, green, red, green, green, red. So all these moves that the stocks are making, people are leveraging on all these moves that you're seeing. So for you, it may be crazy, because I see it as volatility is when market goes crazy, right? And market never goes up in a straight line. So there is always an up and down. So pullbacks, whenever you see stocks selling out, it is giving you an opportunity. It is completely normal. Actually, that is when the real money is made. March, April was when the stock market, US stock market, dropped and many people packed money. In Nigerian stocks, towards December, January, stock market dropped. Many people rushed then and they made a lot of money. So the lower the prices are, the more profits you can make. So when you buy a stock and it's not going up and it's going down, even if it is your blood that is being spilled, make sure you are leveraging on that opportunity to make some money. Let's talk about ETFs. ETFs are like, I call them my boxes of chocolates. So ETFs, I call them like the breeding cheat code to success. They have given me some of the stocks that have given me 500, 700% are courtesy of ETFs. I spotted them on time and I grabbed them. If you don't know how to use them, sorry, but ETF should be a part of your portfolio. And please combine them with other individual solid stock picks. They will do you a whole lot. Come on, see the smiley faces, because ETFs are the real deal. They give me multiple choices, cheaper rates, and more money. Only those in the VIP understand me. But if you're not, you need to join the community. Let's get to the next one. Buying the dip is hard. Of course, when markets begins to sell out and you bought a stock maybe at 100 naira and the stock has dropped to 80 naira, buying, if somebody is telling you buy more, sometimes it's hard. But be careful. It is not every stock that you can buy more when they are dropping. There are stocks that when they are dropping, that is not a good sign to actually buy more. It's a sign for you to take the ones you have and run away. But there are stocks that are stable, that are exceptional, that when they drop, imagine seeing Tesla drop, imagine seeing Amazon drop, imagine seeing Google drop. These are companies that when I see them drop, I'm like, ooh, I want to rush in and I want to get more. So this is why I said these are the opportunities. So when the dip is hard, buy it, even though it is painful. Number 9, never invest on borrowed money or your house rent. I see people call me, please, I want to take a loan. Is there any stock you can show me that will give me 50% in the next 30 days? Please, once I see things like this, I am always very particular. I tell them, do not do this. It's better that your little $100 is growing into $500 than you are borrowing 1 million to put yourself into torture. What if the stock does not go as planned? Because nobody can categorically, predict the direction of the market. We all make analysis and then we hope it goes into our favor. But what happens when it doesn't? Now you are stuck with borrowed money. The stocks have dropped. If you sell at a loss and you still have to pay back and even add interest. So please do not invest on borrowed money. Number 10, greed is your biggest enemy. I tell people, don't ever be greedy. Once you're greedy, you will lose more money. When you're trying to get more, you wake up one day and the stock has dropped and you've lost the entire gain. And one of the most painful things I've seen is people losing the profit that they have made. Number 11, develop a watch list. I have a watch list. I don't just randomly buy any stock. Most people you see that are big, that have made a lot of money, sometimes they've been researching the stock for 6 months, for 8 months, for 1 year before they invest. But when they invest, they are sure of what they are doing. So create a watch list. I stick by my watch list. Before I add any stock, I know I have done enough research for that. Number 12, which is one of the things I said is going to be important, is do not fall in love with great stocks. See, some stocks can be so good. Great companies come and go. A stock is not your spouse, so treat it as it is. Companies will come. There are some companies that were great 10 years ago. They're no longer, sweet today. So make sure you're using them to make money. When they're no longer giving you what you want, dump them and move on. Yes, I said it. That's life. So don't fall in love with great stocks. Fall in love with great companies, exceptional companies that have sustainability. That's the right thing to do. Now let's talk about the bonus. One, rebalance your portfolio. Don't just say I picked these stocks and the last 5 years. You must always go to rebalance. Sometimes you need to buy more of this and buy less of this. You must always do that. Never ignore fees. I see people who have a lot of money wasted because they don't understand how much they are paying when they are buying stocks and when they should sell. Time is your best friend in investing. The longer you stay in the market, the more money you make. Trying to time it and get it will always rob you of opportunities. The price you buy matters a lot. So I hope this has really changed your mind. You are not late to join our VIP. Join us into our dividend challenge, our compound interest challenge, and I will see you in class. Click in the link, the description of this video. This information for payment is right there. These are all the things you'll be doing in the VIP community. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please subscribe, consider liking this video. Can we get 100 likes for this video? Like, share, subscribe.